your opinion. I feel Mel ate her for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're starting
At the end,
at the
remember,
end where
yeah, when she,
having the conversation where she was
yes.
stumbling and fumbling over the driveway and
And
what the
hold on. Remember the last thing she said, which I thought was I wanted you to hear your opinion about. I didn't interrupt you. I'm so sorry. When she stated that your friends pretty much at the table said you lied. Your friend said that.
oh
Like,
yeah, because Stormy was like, "Girl, you ain't tell me this."
right, but before you say that, also too, I want you to respond to this as well. When Trisha says in her response, the only thing she had to say on the confessionals is, "Oh, you say you don't care about your ex, but you want places to things and dates." I'm like, man, this is what I said. No, that's not what it is. She doesn't feel it for Martell. You was in her face at her event, so yes, she's going to ask you what relationship did you actually have with my ex husband. Go ahead now. I just want to give you all of it. What I talked about. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm trying to think.
Mhm.
What was the first question?
The end of the conversation that they focus on is when she was stating that her friends called her out the table. And then
Stormy.
and then the second part, because she said friends would have put you to the side, not sit in front of me. And the second part was when she in her confessional, she tried to say, "Oh well, she must
You
have got
were
feelings for Martell."
and
That's
I
why you asking me about. Go ahead.
okay, first, I agree. I've said this plenty of times. When you tell the truth, you don't have to do too much with the lies. Judge Judy say it all the time. The truth
Mm-hmm.
comes easy.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start off lying to your friend, because I don't feel like her and Stormy are really friends,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but you start off lying to your friend, that's the main person you should have been honest with.
Yeah.
Like, girl, I did go over there, but I don't want to start nothing with Mel because ain't nothing really happened. So ain't nothing happened. So that's why I ain't really say like Stormy is the one you should have opened up with the honesty if that's your friend.
Agreed.
But I feel like they did something because the way she shies from it. Oh, and we're gonna get at it at the end of the episode.
Okay.
Because you know what happened at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like something did happen. Now the point where she made, I don't care nothing about my ex-husband, he can do whatever he want to do. That's because that man ghosted you.
Mm.
Um,
Interesting.
I would be concerned if someone was in my face trying to
Come
be,
on. Come on.
and even though I am now divorced and over it and don't want to have nothing to do with it, I'm not trying to whoop your behind. I'm trying not to curse. I'm not trying to
You
curse.
okay?
I'm just trying to get to the truth. And it's a level of respect. At some point in time, I was, because even Tammy ain't want nothing to do with her ex-husband, but she was getting ready to whoop Evelyn's ass because Evelyn talking about you a non-MFing factor, but that was that lady husband at the time. So yes, I feel like you should have just been honest. Um, you don't have to have feelings for someone or want someone back to want to know the truth.
Yes.
I think
Mhm.
feelings have to be involved for the truth to be involved. Like anybody, I would be like, girl, you did what with who? Because I want to just know what kind of person I'm dealing with. It ain't got nothing necessarily to do with do I want Martell back? Do I want to be angry over it? I just want to know what kind of person I'm dealing with you. Because if you can lie and do all of that over there, I guess that was what, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And 4 years ain't that long ago. What
Mhm.
you really doing in my face today? But
100%.
the episode was such, I feel like this was a script. The way everybody was playing and everybody faced this whole episode was a fool. But we gonna get to it.
It's a lot because, like you said at the very end, because I have so much to say about even. I'm playing the speech that Ken gave because I died. Anyway, wait, we'll get to it. Because I'm telling you, I had it while I was cooking. I was like, wait, he did. Okay, anyway. So to continue on, we're not gonna do too much because it was a little bit boring. So Nell and Chris went to look at property. And I love Nell and Chris. Let me just say that. I don't know why I love them as a couple. The little drama that we hear, they talk about they passed some 20-some years ago, like Chabu. So they go to property. Martell shows up being petty as usual. Of course, he mentions Marceau. Nell, of course, she's very outspoken. She said you should not have said Tisha's name. Martell says this, and this is what I really was bothered by. Well, she shouldn't have jumped in defend her husband as any other woman does, and she was walking off. She really wasn't engaging too much or being aggressive, in my opinion. He was so all that crap, She and then he gonna say she hasn't apologized for things that she has said to Mel in her past negative about Martell when they were going back and forth, like, ooh, what about the BMW that both of you, but he has a better BMW, somebody else. I was just talking about potato salad. My whole thing is this: you're holding on to that, and literally, in my opinion, blaming Tisha because you made a point of saying, well, I think that might have been some of the things that led to our end of our divorce, sir. It led to the end of your divorce was a hard woman and a baby. I know you didn't try to blame her. Maybe she did egg it on or whatever, but that ain't nothing to do with how Mel feels about you. Period. I thought that was trash. Martell is a blamer. Like, you are an excuse-driven person. Period. That's literally what your life and how your vibe is. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kim, my cheese.
You know, I can't stand when they go back to season 1, episode 1. I don't give a damn what Tisha was talking about. I don't even want to talk about it. We don't care. Every time Martell gets to crying and whining about his marriage, I pull out a picture of that baby boy and say, this is why your marriage is over. And just leave it alone.
Right.
That's the only receipt everybody need in their phone is a picture of that little boy. And when Martell want to start bringing out receipts, I would just show that little boy's picture and shut him up. Because what do you mean Tisha was dropping whispers in Mel's ears? Sir, you were cheating.
Yes.
Who cares what anybody was saying about it?
Period.
You were actually doing it, and you were the one that's married. People can run their mouth all they want to. How about you keep your penis at home? Isn't that what Melody said? Keep your penis at home. I'm tired of every time he gets to whining and crying about 5 episodes ago or 5 seasons ago, I want to turn the show off. Now, what I do want to say that kind of
okay.
Now, why you had your hands all over Martell? Like, it's something weird. Martell, your chest all out, and then she had to touch him on the chest. Then she had to rub him on the shoulder. I'm like, why are you? Y'all see how trash this man is. You so mad at what he said about Tisha, but you look at your chest all. I'm like, Nell, what are you doing?
Yes. Now, I don't know, because even when I can remember when he was doing that fashion show, she was like, Martell is fine. He's fine. I was like,
talking about how Chris, you need to keep your eye on it, because I think your wife will let him slide. He's always talking about that man, feel it on that man.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Everybody talk about how trash he is, but you still coming to his rescue. You still doing scenes with him. Y'all should be on the ice out with Martell by now. He shouldn't be able to
be out. Let me slide for me.
I think she would let him slide. Chris.
Oh my God,
I do.
Oh my God. So yes, he's ridiculous for even worrying about that type of. I just thought it was completely, whatever. So at the end, Mel did invite. I'm sorry, Trisha. Jesus Christ, his name. Trisha did invite Mel to the son's, graduation party, which is a positive thing that they're celebrating him, and she wanted everybody to come to it. It seemed very positive. I will say. Did I miss anything? Because I'm kind of going to jump to that. I don't remember anything else. I remember Martell. Is there anything else?
With Marceau, Tisha, and Mel, where they pretty much.
Okay. I'm sorry about that part.
Marceau getting that Mel and, being the womanizer he is. Since he hates Martell, they had a good reading session of Martell. That was it.
So the thing about it that, hey, hi everybody from Kim Cheese TV, from Kamisha Reviews crew. How you doing? One thing I will say that I thought trash about that is like any other time, Marceau, you be talking trash along with this man. You guys are being super fugazi to me, and that's something I only know about it because I've seen clips and I've when I started doing this season and it go back to old clips and even watching last season, you was not a fan of Martell. A fan of Mel. Y'all got two more than one time. I'm so confused now. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, he was talking about did we do something? You was all feeling kind of some type of way because she was coming to check you. I know that she said she did not dig too deep into it, but at the end of the day, that is her ex-husband. She immediately came to see you guys to see what y'all said. If it was not nothing she believed, she would have called y'all on the doggone phone. So I don't know. I just thought that was kind of crazy as itself. Tony from Kim Cheese TV says, why is Mel texting Marceau? Tisha gets no respect. I mean, she really does not. Kimachi.
That is funny. I didn't even think of that. But this show is one of those shows where they trip a lot on. No, that's more Bill Collective. Like, you ain't asked me permission to talk to her. Like, I don't trip over stuff like that, especially.
By the way, if you want to, I know you do Bell Collective. I'm going live after I do the interview for the summit because I found something about it's going to happen on the reunion. It's going to be a mess on the reunion, and it's a big old scuffle will happen at the end of this episode. Bell Collective. It said tragic. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if you want to jump in on that. I'm talking about that today.
What time? Because I'll stop by.
I'm going to do an interview with the summit at 2. It's only a 15-minute interview, so I'll probably do like 2:30. So I have my makeup on. I'm also go ahead and do it on camera.
Okay, if I'm not cooking.
I'll just send it to you. Hey Champagne Lee, what's going on, mama?
Really?
Hi, y'all.
Yes. Miss Queen of DC is in the building. Okay. So just catch you up real quick. We were just talking about how Martell is blaming Tisha for the fact that his marriage is over with. Kimachi said that everyone needs to have pictures of the baby on the phone, so let them remind him that's why the marriage is over. She feels that Nail puts her hands too much on Martell when trying to get with him. In fact, her phrase was, Chris, I watch her. I think that she'll let him slide. Is that what you said?
Martell slide right on through. Mm-hmm.
And then I said, and I think I told you this behind the scenes, Ali, that I felt like that Mel ate Trisha up as she should. She looks like a liar. She looks crazy out here in these streets. And when she was like, your friend straight up told you at the table, you a liar in front of me, could put you aside. Like, what are we doing? So jump in when you feel, mama.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, if your friends say you a liar, then you a liar. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What they got to lie for?
So what is your opinion about Martell? Because you know that they had that conversation. Go ahead.
Next question, because I don't like him.
I know, but for him to sit here and blame Tisha all these years ago, he pulled Tisha in and disrespected her because Nail said, "Why would you say you were wrong?" He said he's not apologizing to her because Tisha never apologized for years ago. He feel like she ruined their marriage. That's
so as a narcissist, he's doing narcissistic shit because she didn't tell you to go have a baby with mashed potatoes. You did that on your own. So why you messed your own marriage up being a narcissist and I mean allegedly abusive, and then you also went and had a baby. I would have left your ass too.
Mm-hmm.
Lee,
after you cheated the first time.
I said when Martell start pulling out receipts, all I would pull out is a picture of that baby and shut him
every single time.
I love it.
Every single time. I said it when we did the little episode the other day. Who are you to talk about somebody cheating when and you got receipts of Marcel cheating of text messages when there's a baby on the internet that looks just like you?
I mean, that's crazy.
With mail.
That's crazy. That you even saying that I had some baby a long time, look just like him. That's so crazy. Look, to me, the part was crazy when he was saying, "Oh, the way that y'all were disrespect." When he talking to Nail and Chris, Kima Cheeks and Lee. I forgot to say this part that my baby mama be disrespected. I said, hold up. First of all, that's your ex-wife. Okay, the potato salad with gravy on the side is your baby mama. I just do not like the way he put them together. Like, bro, who are you talking about?
I don't think he was talking about Mel.
No, he said his baby mamas. How you doing, Adios? He said he did. He said the way that they were talking about my baby mamas, he was referring to because they were talking about both of them.
Talking about Mel and string beans. Listen,
yes.
I don't have the time.
What onions on the side?
But I don't have the time. Anything that come out of Martell's mouth is a lie. He could tell me that the sky is blue and I would need to go outside and look at it myself.
I gotta
period.
And then I still might not believe it. I have to go wash my glasses and everything.
Let me tell you something.
Because
for real,
he's a picture perfect a walking billboard of narcissism, and I'm never going to like it. If he listening, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, she's probably warm right now too. I'll be there in a minute. But yes, I agree. Welcome everybody. Michelle, how you doing? Martell says, I'm sorry, Michelle says, excuse me, I'm sorry. Martell was freestyling. His excuse for not apologizing for Tisha. He has a different reason for everybody. So Erica E. Breezy, Lee, I haven't heard Lee say it in a long time. Erica's in the building.
Hey,
and she
Hi,
is not that late.
E-Breezy. It's okay. I just clicked in too, E-Breezy. So I'm here. But I'm
Okay.
also on a bar crawl. So there's that.
But the sound in the background ain't even that loud, Lee. So your AirPods is doing this thing. So
It's on noise cancellation.
it's doing this thing. Erica, I do want to hear your opinion. I'm gonna catch you up, kind of try to summarize real quick. Talking about the whole conversation at the very end that Mel and Trisha had about, Trisha kind of came left saying, oh, she's only asking me about dates and places or whatever, is because he still cares about her. Me and Kamachi disagree with that. Anyway, also too, talking about the fact that her friends said that she lied in front of them at the table. She said that they should have put her to the side and said something, not necessarily in front of everybody. We also got into the fact that Nell and Chris was at the property and Martell came over there and and he's talking noise, pretty much blaming Tisha for the individual relationship and saying that he not apologizing because she never apologized to him for the negative things that he said to Mel when they was getting into it, all kind of crap. That's where we are, and then we're going to jump into also to Mel and Marceau, all them met up. And I said it's crazy to me that Marceau is talking trash and with Mel being team, but he's always dragging Mel, essentially getting to it all the time, and he's on Martell's side. It's different now because whatever. But go ahead, Erica, jump in.
Okay, so with Tisha and Mel, the beginning of the episode, yeah, like whatever. If that's her opinion, you know what I'm saying? At this point, she's trying to make it a way to save face because she looks crazy. She's the one who looks like she might have been loose. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I don't want to say, I don't want to call
that girl loose.
Okay, we'll call her a 304. However we want to do
the
it.
The loose is cool. I think I love it. We go without that word.
We want to do it.
No,
but,
I like it.
She didn't.
Rachel
you know what I'm
using
saying?
it.
So she was looking kind of crazy. So
Okay.
I think that, because I think really maybe she didn't understand what was going on, but Mel was calling you out because you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So many, I mean, on all these shows, anybody who messed with somebody else's husband on the show while they were still married in their house, like, of course the person is going to say something to you, and the way she was acting, if it was reversed and someone was with Marquez at her house, she would have done exactly the same thing. The way she was
come
acting
on, Erica. I love that.
So she can, so she can throw it out there, but she acting very triggered herself. Then in terms of Martell, so a couple of things. I don't want to go back. I'm so tired because it was just, I don't know if it was editing or whatever. So I heard Marceau say something about Melody. I did not hear Tisha say something about Melody. So he's making it seem like she said something in the argument and that's why he started going for her. I didn't hear that. I just heard what Marceau heard, the same way Chris and Nell was like, well, we know Marceau said something, but so I don't know if Tisha said something that Martell heard that no one else heard or whatever. I don't know. So that part seemed crazy. The whole, so it was interesting when they showed the clips of Tisha with Melody. So I think it does give some sort of context about the nature of their relationship and why they are sort of like fake friendly, right? Because Letitia did always, what I'm saying, when they show the clips, she was always kind of inciting something. Is that why Melody divorced him? No. She divorced you because you had a full-blown baby.
Come on now.
It is. We all know this. And if Marceau also has a love child that shows up, he'll probably get divorced. Like, you know what I'm saying? They both were probably in similar situations of, destiny called it. teaching the person to cheat correctly or whatever. We
Right.
saw the clips.
Yes.
It was sort of like, okay, we're doing this. We're not going to let this break our family, our image. We got the TV, we got this, the businesses, we got this and this, until you do something that's going to totally embarrass me in the community, which is what
Mhm.
Martell did. So Tisha, she could have
Yep.
probably, because she probably does. Melody probably got some text messages in her phone on Marcel. So she probably does have some receipts herself.
Mhm.
But you know what I'm saying? What's the purpose if Tisha's not going to leave the same way Mel wasn't going to leave until it gets to be too much? And the baby is really where it was too much. So I think him just trying to blame her for that is ridiculous. Did she do
Yes.
some gaslighting and throw some gas on the flames when it was already, crazy? Absolutely. But if he didn't have that baby,
Yes, I agree with that.
Mel
Okay.
would have kept on and would have just cursed Letitia out. You know what I'm saying? Letitia ain't got
Right.
enough power to make Mel
Not enough power. God damn.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
She don't
Jesus
have
Christ.
nothing where it's like, oh, okay, because Tisha feels this way, I'm going to
Damn, Tisha don't get no respect. I agree.
I mean, no. She doesn't have any power over Melody. The same way
Somebody
Melody,
said it.
In her own
Said
house.
she don't no power.
the
They said
same
that.
way Melody doesn't have any power over her. Ain't nobody gonna stop her from staying with Marcel. Like we
Okay.
so
Okay.
it's the same way. So I don't think either one, they may give the other person something to think about or whatever, but I don't think either person.
Hello?
Either person could sway
Oh.
the other. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good. I thought you disappeared for a
They're
second.
the
Okay.
same person. One of them just got a physical reminder of the cheating walking around in the world. They're the exact
Jesus
same
Christ.
person.
Well, I mean, both you guys are completely 100% correct. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know why this is like for Martell. I will say, I don't understand the confusion with him, where it's like, bro, you have a whole baby that's literally out of here, and it's the baby didn't have anything to do with what we're talking about as far as like it's a kid. The kid was as be born, but the point I'm trying to make is that you're acting like you're in some kind of la la land where you don't understand that you're literally the cause of a lot of these problems, including your ex-wife. And for you to send her a text message as if like, I'm looking out for you, man, letting you know your friends are talking shit. No. You was in a situation where you was talking a lot of crap, and you want to try to save face and try to make them look bad. Mel, she's going to say something, which she did. But what did that do? Nothing. Because at the end of the day, Mel was still happy to say, okay, cool, I believe y'all because he trash. And that's exactly what happened. So, I just think that Martell is in La La Land. Just as this league was saying, I can't stand him. Now, she has a reason. I don't know them all why, but he has a negative. The people who watch the show look at him in a negative light. And I don't think he realizes that. That's one thing I wanted to say. As a man, I don't think he realizes he's just trash to a lot of people. Oh, Erica left? What happened? Anyway, she says called cheating in peace. Okay, so I want to go ahead and jump into the whole situation with the Ken and all the things. First of all, I feel like Mel has an issue with Trisha, even though she came to the event. Now, Kim Cheese TV, Lee, you guys can tell me how you feel. So you see Marquez walk up. First of all, Marquez is like Igor from Winnie the Pooh, or he's like
Eeyore.
I'm sorry, Eeyore. Trina, my sister would kill me because she loves his.
You jumped over that one-page divorce document.
Hold on. Okay. My bad. Well, first of all, the reason why I jumped over it, because the entire conversation between her and Destiny was boring as hell, and I fast forward through it. No shade. That whole scene could have been in the trash. I'm sorry. That's why. Period. So let's talk about the end of the conversation where Destiny's like, you doing a whole divorce decree and signed everything like it's nothing. Okay, because it is nothing. Like that relationship is trash. Kimachi, go ahead. Go ahead, Kimachi. What are your thoughts?
I have never been divorced in my life, but I have
and paid for it. But go ahead.
I ain't never seen one with one paid. and it was only one paragraph on the page. What was that lady signing? And didn't you sign that exact paperwork at the restaurant that you just signed over your signature for the notary?
Oh my God.
Sign it too. Like, I just don't understand that they really want us to believe that they're now legally divorced because of that one piece of paper. But if they are, I'm happy for you if that's what you want. But that's what I noticed in the scene. I'm like, y'all really just gonna float around this.
First of all, I divorced and paid for it. And baby, when I tell you it was a book, it was like a book folded up into an envelope. So I'm completely not understanding any of it. It's a lie. I think they were already divorced before this, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think they was already divorced already. So I don't know.
But Kamisha,
go ahead.
at the beginning of the season, she was saying they haven't even filed for the divorce, but now all of a sudden it's official, and it only took one piece of paper.
Divorces are public knowledge. So do y'all want me to go and look it up or no?
Yes, go ahead. And I don't know why you've asked the question, but go ahead and continue. You knew the answer already.
Who was supposed to be getting a divorce?
Give it a name. What's the? Because they show her full name on the show, and I gotta find it. Her full name was actually up there. I could not believe it. Let me see if I can find it.
Go find it and then text it to me, and I'll go and look it up.
Wait, I'm gonna change my title because it's the divorce on a piece of.
When I'm confused by that comment, Trisha filed in September 24th, so that's just a few months ago. Marquez is contesting because in the motion she said they did not have children of the marriage. So she's trying to say they're not his kids.
Let me go back to. I'm on a different tab. Okay, now what happened? Trisha filed in 2024. Marquez is contesting because in the motion she said they did not have children in marriage. Let me look this up real quick. Erica, jump on in, mama. What's your thought? Let me look this up.
Okay, so in terms of the divorce, what I was thinking is if they agreed to you can have an agreement on the actual divorce, and then you're going to adjudicate custody later. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they've been living apart longer than whatever the state requirement, which is usually like a year. So if they've been apart for 5 years and they don't really, and they're agreeing to, okay, you don't want any alimony or whatever, but they can still go back, or I would assume, since at least one of the children, if not both, are minors, they would still have to do child support some kind of way. So whatever she signed, I don't know. I mean, it would be hard to believe that that's the full divorce decree, but it could go quickly if you both agree. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, what did you sign in the restaurant then? And then, and if you're still filing motions, then obviously it wasn't a settlement unless she filed it and they said like whatever she signed was basically, like pretending like they don't even have kids.
I'm trying to find her name because I know I saw her name. Her full name was up there today. I don't know what scene it was. I saw her name come up on the screen. I was like, ooh, because I'm trying to find her online and find out about the divorce. What is her name? Like her? Oh my God, I don't even know her name.
But it's spelled weird.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I can't. And even Marquez, I don't know how to spell his name either.
The chat is saying that the divorce is filed, but it's not final. So
let me see. What is her?
Right. So she clearly wasn't signing the judgment if it's not final. If they're still filing motions, then she wasn't signing a notarized judgment.
Oh, I was saying Marquez.
Legally, Erica, does it matter when the kids were conceived? If they his kids, should it matter if they were conceived before the marriage?
Well, then they might need to adjudicate paternity if they were conceived prior to them being married, because children conceived during the marriage are usually presumed to be the child of the person, the husband, right? So if she came into the marriage with these children and they didn't have any sort of already paternity arrangements in place, then there really isn't a presumption necessarily, unless he took the time to, you either establish paternity or whatever.
Birth certificate. And then he was on national TV talking about I'm the daddy. So
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's
Okay,
like,
okay. But
attorney
I'm
is so
trying
easy
to,
anyway.
I'm
It's
trying
like
to,
just take it to
I was
her.
trying to find their name. I cannot. Some, Erica, I need like the cast, like there. I know Marquez is Marque. I'm trying to find their names.
Google it.
Yeah, or maybe check IMDb.
Damn it. Oh.
Yeah, now that makes
Okay,
sense. If
so yeah,
she-
Cajun, I see he's part of the conversation on the channel. I appreciate that. I love people to chat participate. And my headphones just freaking went out, so I
Now
can't even
Google
hear y'all. I'm
says
so
it's
irritated. I had my freaking charger.
LATRI.
So I can't hear what y'all saying. Hold on.
Put it in the chat what Google says.
I'm trying to find the divorce situation because man.
I mean, but Kiss My Cheeks brings up a good point. If she signed something at the restaurant and now she's also signing something again, then the producers are playing with us because you're not gonna keep signing settlements. Like it doesn't even make sense. So
And we
But,
ain't ask her. We ain't care. You ain't have to pull out no paper for us.
I mean, I really feel like they were just giving some screen time. I'm not sure. I feel like it was just something to push the episode along, really, because it was irrelevant. Really, the whole point of the scene, I guess, was for Destiny to be like, "No, you really do care," and for her to be like, "No, I really don't." That pretty much was.
Okay, I'm back. I think I don't know what happened to headphones. But I did want to kind of get into the whole conversation with Ken and Marquez. I'm gonna try to look up the information before I do my next live about the divorce, whatever. But
Tanisha, you skipping a whole bunch.
what I skip?
First, you got to get into, because I wrote down a couple of notes. First, you got to get into, he came into the party talking to everybody but his
No.
kids.
I'm not. What I'm saying is, I'm not jumping. I'm just really just talking to my talk. But yeah, we're finna get into the whole party. No, I'm not. I'm trying to find the clip of what he was saying. But yes, we're gonna talk about the party. My freaking headphones keep cutting off. I'm so irritated. So I'm gonna give my opinion a little bit. Then I'm gonna let y'all talk while I get these headphones together. Him walking in the way he did, he really was trying to act like a dog pissing in his spot. Like, this is my territory. He was acting like a dog. Like, he's just a weak man to me. And I'm sorry for who don't like what I'm saying. I hate to talk about a man like this, but that's what it gives. That's the vibe he gave me. I'm sorry. You walk in as if you paid for the party. Man, you needed gas to get to the graduation, and you got gas money from the same man who planned this party. I don't understand how you walk in so rude and nasty the way that you did. Oh, hey guys, those are my babies. Those are my babies. That's just like Michael Jordan's dad, who goes on a podium and claims his child after not being there his whole entire life. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get my cheese. Go ahead. I gotta get my headphones together. Go ahead, mama.
Yeah, he was real tired how he came in that party. But when he did approach that daughter, and the way that daughter was looking like, don't touch me. Hey, let me go. And then when he did let her go, she sprinted right off. I said, yeah, them kids don't fuck with him. He did abandon them kids. And I believe everything Trisha says about him as it pertains to the kids. But what really threw me is he go up to Chris Fletcher and Maurice telling all of his problems. And they like, this is the first time I met this man. What is he talking about? I'm like, this is really strange. I felt like it was very scripted, because what are you doing? Why are you just talking to him? And then Chris in the confessional, well, I am a mentor, sir, please.
Okay, so Kiss My Cheeks. On that particular part, I felt was BS because Trisha and Ken, that's how they came into the show. They met these people the first time talking about when she was married, who she was married to, and spilling their whole business. So for now, people to suddenly act like, oh, it's too soon. I don't know you. Shoot, you don't know Trish and Ken. And you got, everybody got all up.
You don't think it's weird to have a barbecue And the father comes in, he doesn't know anybody. Instead of saying, hey, I'm Marquez, I'm the ex-husband, or those are my children, like whatever, he started running down. Well, she left me and they're my kids, and it's triggering me to be here. And I just feel, I'm like, you couldn't talk to your homeboy in the car about this before y'all walked in?
To me, that's no phony than Trisha telling people over their training session that she got a whole husband and a whole side piece. So I do feel like that's production. The part that I think was him was the arrogance and acting like, now that I'm here, I'm head of this household, when I'm the second dad, and I'm their real father. So that's the part I think was him. The part of going and spilling his, maybe he wants them to view him a certain way. But to me,
after Erica legal here, I'm still working my headphones.
That's the same way production came in with Trisha and Ken, because they were already telling way more of their business to people that they didn't know anyway. So I'm assuming production told him, "Oh, go in and give your side," and that's what he's doing. Or to me, that's how I took it, because it did seem crazy, but that's how Trisha and Ken have been moving from the beginning. Because I was like, you're supposed to be teaching somebody how to do squats, so why are you telling her that you still married and you gotta, like?
I can see that.
So that's the only part about that where I was like, okay, it is crazy, but for Chris or anybody else to suddenly act like, like someone you don't know telling you all their business is so shocking when you've been doing it all season. Okay, that's production. But yeah, I agree with you totally on his arrogance. Like, you can't just come in and be like, oh, kind of reacquaint yourself. And I thought that little scene with his daughter was kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you've been gone, and now she's like in public on TV, like, don't touch me. Like, that was kind of, he got a lot to work on to get that right, because that was looking really cray.
It's your turn, Lee.
So my headphones are not working. Okay, so I don't even know what you guys are saying, which is really irritating. I know you guys are saying some. I cannot. My headphones have just completely stopped working, so I can't hear anything. And my computer is set up where I have to have headphones in order to hear anything, and I'm so pissed off right now. It's ridiculous. But what I wanted to play, and I wanted to play his speech, because I don't know what you guys said, but hold on. I wanted to play the speech that he said, getting everybody together, all that crap. It's really going to be fun. Hold on. Where did he get everybody together? Because to me, when he got everybody together, I wasn't expecting him to say, damn it, I was messing with my phone. The things that he was saying as far as Ken, I'm not saying I necessarily think that Ken was being like, I don't know. Hold on, is this it right here? But I was about to stop eating. Keep eating while I watch the showdown. Hey everybody, can we meet up over here under the tent for a second? Just for a second. Hey, I promise y'all I won't hold y'all long. First off, we want to thank everybody for coming. This was amazing. We know you guys have a lot of things going, but we're glad that y'all came out here to celebrate our kids. We want to celebrate the parents, me, Trisha.
Dig number one.
Take care of y'all kids.
Dig number two.
I got some good influences around me, These guys, they teach me. I'm a younger father, so.
Dig number three.
Learning to go. These guys right here, they help me. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. Then I'm gonna let y'all say your thing, and then I want you to tell me what I got going on your channels and social media, because I'm gonna close the live down because I can't do anything when I can't hear y'all. So in my opinion, I will say this. I like Ken. I've liked Ken since the jump, because the way that he took care of the babies, and just how he just pretty much stepped up to the plate as far as being, a man in the kid's life when Marquez was not. I'm just gonna be honest. But in that moment, I felt like he was being a little bit insecure. He was feeling like, I don't know, because probably because the fact of the matter is, this family that's coming in here has known it's been just the two of them, Trisha and Marquez, understood, da da da. But because even at some point in time, he was like, "Hey, I'm with Trisha. I've been here raising the kids." Like, why do you feel you have to say all of that? I'm pretty sure the whole family knows who you are,
What's going on?
and what you've done for those kids, and they also know that man hasn't been there. Now, mind you, when he came in and talking, he's beating his chest out, and I'm the kid's father. He looks stupid too. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I feel like both of you guys are here for that one kid, regardless of how we get here. And I just think that it was handled badly. And in that moment, he was being super petty and it made him look bad. It did. Oh, I'm the father. Because if you would have said, hey, we're all here, parents, me, Trisha, Marquez, to me, that would have been better. Marquez, at the end of the day, is an idiot. I'm so sorry for people who don't like what I'm going to say. He's remedial to me. And it's like, oh, I want to say something. Why do you want to say anything to me? But let him do his thing. If you need to tell everybody that you've been there, you feel that's the only way you want to get that out, cool, do that. But it's important to the children, in my opinion, who was there in my graduation, who was there when I needed some money for gas or needed something done or whatever the case may be. And he's been doing a lot from what they both have said for a long time. A child, a bad nightmare. It was Ken that was there. So you ain't got to say anything or do anything extra for the crowd. That's just my opinion about that. I don't know how y'all feel about it. And Erica just left, so on her device. But Lee, oh, there she goes. She's back. Lee, Erica, and Kim, I'll watch it back later so I can actually hear it. I want to hear your opinion about that, because I just thought that he shouldn't have said all of that. I mean, he could be petty and be upset because the way old boy came in, he didn't respect him either. It's messy all the way around. Kim, go ahead, mama.
First, Ken shouldn't have been the one talking. I understand that's his home, but that's not his child. Trisha should have been the one saying, thank you all for being here, talking about her, because Trisha is the one that parented that boy from birth to graduating high school. From what I've seen on this TV show, I don't know, because I don't know if the baby was over to grandmama's house or anything like that. But Trisha is the one that birthed that child and parented him to high school. Not you, Ken. You've been in the picture, so you all say. Because if we listen to the internet, it's been longer than 2 years. But so you all say, you only been in that child's life for 2 years. Calm down. Calm down. Now, I don't agree with what Marquez is doing at all, but you was poking at him. And I feel like you poke at him because you know he can't whoop your ass. And you know he ain't going to come up and do no pressure with you chest to chest. So you was poking at him, and I thought, like, you shouldn't have even been talking. Let Trisha thank everyone for being there. You could thank everybody for showing up, but then you should have passed the mic to Trisha to talk about being a mother, because you're not a father. I don't care. You're not even a stepfather. You're the one paying the bills. And at any moment in time when Trisha gets tired of you paying her bills, she can get up and dip. So I just thought it was very disrespectful. And I said, this has to be scripted, because Ken was talking so much good sense a couple of episodes ago. And then he come out and talk about, I'm the dad, I'm a young dad, and we out here doing it for the dads. And I'm like, sir, you just the man paying the bills in this household right now. That's it. Yeah, you might be stepping in, rubbing a couple of backs and kissing a couple of foreheads good night, but you aren't.
So, Kim, I'm gonna just say this. So I'm because I'll listen to on my phone. I love what you said, and 100% feel like you were. That's why I said I felt like he shouldn't even said all that stuff. But do you not, besides paying the bills? And when I hear him talk about the kids, I listen intentionally, because he talks about different things that after school. He can name different things. So it's not, to me, the money part is cool, but he's doing the other work as well. And I get to 2 years. I'm like with you. I believe in longer than 2 years, in my opinion. And they would never say it on camera, but I believe in longer than 2 years. And Marquez has not been there for a minute. I don't know how long they've been. I wish we could find out the date that they decided to do the separation or whatever. But that man, once they separated, he was more concerned about his marriage than his kids because he left the marriage and the children. The man didn't even come in to his children. So I just feel like both the men should have had several seasons. It should have been her speaking. But go ahead, Mom. I wanted to hear what you had to say. I just want to finish that. Then Erica and then Lee, please.
He want to talk about, oh, this a father and I'm a good father. That as a good father, you shouldn't be taking shots at their biological father in front of them. Now, if you want to take shots at Marquez down to the black over some drinks and cigars, that's fine. But those children were present, and you taking shots at him, talking about you, they daddy, like they real daddy not standing 3 feet in front of their face. Like, that's disrespectful. And I don't know, maybe I feel like the kids probably don't fool with their dad just from the body language I saw, but it also could have been the kids were uncomfortable being on camera. I don't know, because I don't know these people, but I do feel like it's disrespectful no matter how you feel about the biological father, because trust me, it's been some times I could run down on a biological father, but I hold my tongue for my son's sake. I don't say bad stuff about his dad in front of him. And Ken, if you were that kind of father and you were thinking about the mental stability and relationship of the kids having with their biological father, you shouldn't have made those shots. Like Erica said, you shot off about 3 or 4 speech that you shouldn't not have even been given.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I 100% agree that he was, oh Lord, he was way out of line.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
No, yeah, we can hear you. Eric, is that Erica?
Yeah, that was me. My
Erica, go ahead, Mama.
It must be karma because my headphones went out. I couldn't hear anything. So because my cheeks, I'm sure most of what you said was amazing. I'll have to catch it on the replay. But my biggest thing, you know, like when she was playing that clip, was he knows that Marquez is triggered. Marquez went around the whole party talking about he triggered all night. So if you didn't know, you knew now anyway. So he, to me, is like, he is either trying to bait him into doing something or acting a fool or whatever. And the kids are there and the cameras. Like, this is embarrassing for them. And you're basically taking these almost trying to be subliminal shots at him, but they're not subliminal, right? You did everything but basically say it to his face in front of everyone on a mic, right? And I will say, since we've seen Ken in the past, for the most part, he has tried to be the better man and all this, but those are not your kids. You know what I'm saying? And you're doing a lot, you're stepping up and you're being a man, and that's great, but that is no reason to basically degrade their father on national TV while they're sitting there. Like, that's just like, somebody needs to pull him aside and be like, not like this. Like, if you want to take him back in the alley and beat him up or something, I would never encourage violence. But if you were to do that, okay. But this right here with the kids sitting right there, because, you know, he's going to always be their father, regardless of 5 years away or 10 years away. That's who their father is. So for him to really do that just shows in that moment, he was about self and not really, like a good dad, really new or old, wouldn't really do that. And that was kind of, to me, surprising because he's been pretty cool on the show. But yeah, I just thought that was horrible. And I was like, it'd be different if he wasn't standing there, but you look at him in his face making these comments. Like, so yeah. So for him, so of course he's gonna at the minimum say something, which, you know, I guess that's gonna be the next episode. But yeah, I just thought it was really cringy to watch, especially in front of the children. If the children were like too little to understand, it would be one thing, but these kids are like halfway grown. So yeah, I just thought it was really distasteful. Ken Slaw, that's so funny.
You said that in the comments, and I just saw it. My
Ken
eyes.
Slaw and coleslaw, exactly.
And
And that's the truth.
So
I
first
think
of
he
all,
feels
the
the way
cancel law, I saw
because
that earlier. And we was in a deep discussion. I could not say it. Y'all are wrong for the cancel law. They've called this man the side piece, the king of side pieces. I've heard so many names. So I really want to also hear from Lee. Now Lee is not single, but she
Am
has
not.
experience as far as being probably can speak on as far as being a child and going through that, because I feel like at the end of the day, I like both of you spoke about the fact that the child is present for the situation and how do they feel about it. And yeah, Kimachi's, I feel that they really probably don't fool with their dad, right? And maybe not all, even the kids might be split. Like, you know, I fool with dad, I don't. It gets like that too. So we don't know how, and I fool with Ken only. We don't know. But at the end of the day, they are gonna look at them people as those are my parents. I got Ken, my stepdaddy, whatever, that I got my mom, that I got my dad who's not here, not here. Those are still my parents. So Kim, I'm sorry, Lee with the T. Mom, you got an opinion about this?
No.
Ken's speech.
And I just want to also say my headphones work just fine, and I'm in the basement.
What?
First of all, my junior, my headphones, okay, are made for the computer. My AirPods do not connect with this. This is a big ass computer. You need to ask your mom about my studio. Don't do that. I don't have a laptop on the desk. I have a computer that was built, and the AirPods do not go along with it for some reason. And the headphones that I have are not computing. I don't know what's going on. She's such a brat, but I love her a lot. She said no, she has no opinion about it. So
I am
I
not a
agree with everybody
brat.
about the speeches, how they feel about the disrespect, everything else. You guys covered it and nailed it. I want everybody to talk about what they got coming up. I got an interview in like 30 minutes. So Kim Out Cheese TV, what do you have coming up on your channel? And let everybody know where they can follow you at.
You can follow me everywhere at Kiss My Cheeks TV. Coming up, of course, is the Survivor finale this week. The challenge is going to be off for a couple of weeks, but I'm going to try to fill it in with some challenge content that I find on social media. Of course, I'm going to do my weekend in reality where I go over Huntsville, Bell Collective, and Potomac on Monday. And I feel like we missed a couple of things, but I know you got to go. So tune in Monday because I'm going to review Huntsville again to point out a couple of more things. And really stick around, subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan of competition reality shows, January 2025, it's a ton of things premiering, and I'm going to hit the ground running with Traders, Drag Race, all of that. So go ahead and hit the subscribe and get prepared for January.
Okay, real quick, while we're on that, now the Beast, Mr. Beast has a show competition coming out, and me and Kim Chi's bonded, even though she's became one of my mentees, and also just a good content creator that I just work with. I think she's awesome. We bond of a competition we always have. And so the Beast is coming out in January, and we're gonna review that together. Is it December? I can't remember, but we're reviewing that together. And to me, it's another competition trying to compete with Squid Game, the challenge. In my opinion, from watching the previews and stuff I see behind the scenes, y'all know that I have access to certain websites because I've registered as a journalist, so I get to see a lot of different things. I'm hoping to get a preview of the show, like a couple episodes, but we'll see. I just want to say that I'm looking forward to working with her to cover this show because it's a new thing. It's exciting. It's a allegedly competition gumbo from different things or whatever. And so I'm looking forward to that. I just want to say that really quick. So make sure y'all do go follow Kim Out Cheeks TV to follow her and see what's going on, because she does keep up with all competition shows and just, you know, she has good content and also Netflix stuff as well. What you got going on your channel, Miss Erica?
I am going to be doing there's a new season of Love During Lockup. So I will be doing that. I have some catch up videos that are going to go up today for 90 Day Fiance, Before the 90 Days, and Last Resort. And I think Maud and I and Goody, I'm going to put it out there in the ethers. We're going to catch back up this week on Bell Collective and Married to Medicine. And I might throw some Real Housewives stuff.
Love it.
Real Housewives
I'm
is
gonna
great.
do a Bear Collector live today. I'm gonna do a Bear Collector live today because I want to talk about the reunions. I had found some information online, but they even posted what they're gonna talk about. So both the reunion pieces, I have information on that, and also there's a big blow up going to happen at the end of this next episode, the finale. So I want to talk about that and a little bit of Red to Love too as well because I have some theories. Anyway, divorce decree. What does that mean? Who put that in my chat and why?
I think maybe
Anyway, so also leave the tea is
Yeah.
divorce decree. It's really big on TikTok. So I want her to talk about that and what she has going on her channel. So leave with the tea. Go ahead, Mama.
Okay, so I dropped a whole bunch of videos on TikTok over this week, but follow me on TikTok for the 14 days of Vlogmas. I've been doing really good with that. So it's basically recipes for y'all to have or try for the holiday season and all of those good things. And my Christmas bar crawl that is currently happening right now. My travel stuff that's coming up, and that's basically it. So follow me on TikTok. I would prefer that because you got to be accepted to be following me on Instagram because I got some stalkers. So follow me on TikTok, and it's in my this little, what is it called, the little headline thing. That's all I got. Oh, and follow me on YouTube because in my
Okay, now Vanessa, I see what you I'm sorry, Vinny's upper lip. I see why you put that in there. I don't know. I said it even on my computer. I use voice to text or whatever to my stuff, and I didn't even look at it. So thank you for that.
somebody said
Lee,
if
do me a
TikTok- if
favor
I
and
see-
type in the
if-
chat so they can
if
follow
Tik-
you on YouTube, and then type
Can
in
I-
the chat
Can I talk?
your TikTok so they can follow you as well.
Okay.
It is
so-
Champagne Lee, which I think it's all her brands now is Champagne Lee. So y'all follow her.
Okay.
She'll be
Okay,
doing
hello?
cooking tutorials, and she's posting some
Hello?
on YouTube, mostly on TikTok. And
Okay, can I-
then with the new lemon thing that's coming
Can I-
out. I talked about that a little bit briefly on my TikTok
Hello?
as well.
I hear
But y'all
you.
follow Champagne Lee. She does have more
Never
information
mind.
on
I
that.
have a spokesperson.
The lemon thing. I don't know if she did a video or not. I'm not for sure. But y'all go follow her. But anyway, y'all.
Can she not hear
So
me?
I do have an interview today
don't
with the Summit from
hear you.
CBS. I'm doing that today with Dennis.
Okay,
He's
well,
kinda
y'all
was the
follow me
villain of
on
the
Lemon 8, which it's the
season.
same thing as
So
my
I'm
TikTok.
dropping that tonight, and I'm gonna be doing
He can't
I'm
hear
gonna
you.
do a live
me
after
too.
the interview talking about Bear Collector. Hopefully, Kimachi TV will pop in.
This is so ghetto.
This is gonna
I'm
be
gonna
some
put this on
drama
the record. This is
on
very
both
ghetto.
reunions, part 1, part 2, and then this next episode. So I'm pretty
Like
sure she'll
I'm
have
just trying to
some
get my
comments
advertisement,
about
and
what
I
I'm gonna
can't do
say.
it, and I got a whole advertisement.
Because I know she is. It's a lot.
And
I
I'm
have
just
to
trying to
that,
just
she
tell
may want
y'all
to
how
get it.
y'all
I'd
can
love to
follow
hear
me
it from
on
you.
social media.
So with
and
that being
she is
said,
not-
I'll just send you the link. Kimachi TV not go live. If you're in the chat, I'll just let you know. With that being said, guys, we are out of here. Thank you guys for joining. Love y'all down. Happy holidays. We'll be back. And I will be doing the end of the year recap of this year, and hopefully my people, my crew will be doing it as well. So follow them on their channels to check out the end of 2024
This is
going
actually
2025 recap. We do this every year. We kind of been doing it as a tradition. So, all right, that being said, bye. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is what it is. Period.